Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start with lesson 5.3. Use properties to multiply by 4. And we are on page 171. 171. So, the first thing I'm going to ask you is this picture. Is it always true? Sonia states she can double the product of 2 times 6 to determine the product of 4 times 6. Well, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. So 2 times 6. Here's 2 times 6. So if you double it, you're going to get 4 times 6. So she is correct. Go ahead and flip that page and we're going to see what we can learn today. Jane is going on vacation in exactly 4 weeks. How can you find the number of days until her vacation? You can represent the problem in an array and a multiplication equation. 4 times 7. So factor, factor, product. 4 times 7. Alright. Decompose 4 into 2 2's. So we broke it apart. And multiply each by 7. So 2 times 7 and 2 times 7 is 4 times 7. Find the product, which is the answer to a multiplication problem, of the 2's facts. Then add the products together. So 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 7 is 14, and then we compose them to get 28. So 4 times 7 is 28. What strategy could you use to find 4 times 8? Show your thinking. Well, let's think about this. If I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's one row of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 2 rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 3 rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 rows of 8. So we're wanting to decompose. So if I break this apart and have this and this one is 2 times 8, and this one's 2 times 8. It goes 1, 2, and then 8, 1, 2, and then 8. Well, look at what I wrote. 2 times 8. So 2 times 8 is 16, because if I count, 2 times 8 is 16, and putting them together is going to be 32. Now, I also like to write it 2 times 8 plus 2 times 8 equals question mark. And then I can answer 16 plus 16 equals question mark. Then 32 equals our question mark. Now, let's move on. We're going to go over to page 173. Go up to the top. How can you use 2 facts to find the unknown? 8 times 2 equals 16. So that means 4 times 8. So that means we're going to double our 16 because 2 doubled. So it means it's 32. 2 times 6 equals 6. So we've got 4 here where we would have had a 2, so we doubled that. So if we keep 3 the same, because we doubled our 1, we can't double both of them. And then 4 times 3 is 12. Alright. We got 9. 9 stayed the same, but we doubled our 2. So that means we need to double our 18, which is 36. 5 stayed the same. but we need to double our 2 to make the product 20. We doubled the 2, so that means we need to double the product, and that means it's going to be 24. Alright, looking down here at our word problems. Miss Turner uses 9 eggs every week to make breakfast for her family. How many eggs does she use in 4 weeks? I read it one time, I'm going to read it again. Miss Turner uses 9 eggs every week to make breakfast for her family. How many eggs does she use in 4 weeks? So I'm going to say, okay, well, here's my chart, and I'm going to say week 1, eggs, she used 9, right? Every week she used 9. So week 2, she would use 18. Week 3, 9 more would be 27. And then week 4 would be 32, right? Nope, wrong. 36. 36. So here's our chart for me to do, but what did we do? We actually multiplied, didn't we? 4 times 9. So we did 4 times 9 to get our unknown, which I'm going to use as an A for answer. So we know that 4 times 9 is 36 equals our answer. They're wanting us to break that apart to say 2 times 9 plus 2 times 9 equals, and we already know the answer is 36. So how many eggs does she use in 4 weeks? She uses 36 what? Eggs. We gotta have that unit, guys. Eggs. And eggs is our unit. That's what we're talking about, 36 of. Tyler made 4 friendship bracelets for each of his friends. How many bracelets did he make if he has 8 friends? Let's read it again. Tyler made 4 friendship bracelets for each of his friends. Alright, so if I think about this table here, I'm going to say bracelets. I'm probably not going to be able to fit it all in there. Bracelets, and then friends, right? Okay, so for one friend, it would be 4, nope, got that backwards, didn't I? For one friend, it would be 4 bracelets. For 2 friends, it would be 8 bracelets. So I'm already seeing the pattern here. For 3 friends, it would be 12 bracelets. So we're going up by 4 each time because each friend. It means I need to multiply. So I need to have 8 times 4 equals my answer. Well, I can decompose that and have it 8 times 2 plus 8 times 2 equals my answer. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 16 equals my answer. And 16 plus 16 is going to be 32. So 32 is my answer. Now I've got to restate it. How many bracelets did he make if he has 8 friends? So he made 32. 32 what? Right, bracelets. For 8 friends. Period. So bracelets is our unit that we're writing. On number 8, Luis babysits for 4 hours. He makes $6 per hour. How much does he make in all? So let's think of our table again. So we got hours. And we got money, right? So 1 hour, he gets $6. 2 hours, he'll get $12. 3 hours, he'll get $18. So we know we're multiplying there, right? So we need 4 hours times $6 equals our answer. So we can decompose that, break it apart to 2 times 6 plus 2 times 6 equals 6 times 2 is 12, plus 12 equals, oh, forgot my A for my answer, 24 equals my answer. How much does he make in all? So he makes 24, and it's dollars, isn't it? $24, period. Dollars is our unit. Flip that page. We're going to be on page 174 now. Page 174. On number 9. Zara found the product.
Rebecca? Miss Rebecca, I'm sending a kindergartner to you that.
Zara found the product of 4 times 7 as she follows these steps. First, she found the product of 2 times 7, which is 14. Then she added 14 and 14 to get 28. Zara says that 7 times 4 is 28. Do you agree or disagree? I agree with Zara because 4 is double, that's a B, double 2, and you would double the product. Of 2 times 7. What completes the equation? Oh boy. So 3 times 4, 12. Remember, you have graph paper if you need to work these out still by that way. Okay. What times 4 is going to give me 28? Well, I put 5 there, that's 20, so 5 isn't going to work. If I put 6 there, that's 24, so that's not going to work. So it would be 7. Then we've already got 4 on this side, and we got 4 on this side, so this side has to be 10 because we have to balance the equation because of an equal sign. 4. Oh, look, 6 on this side, 6 on this side, so they're doing commutative properties, they're flipping it. So 4 is there. If this side's 4 and this side's 4, we know it has to be a 1 because that's our property of 1, remember? Alright, we got 4 on this side, but there's 16. So 4. And then 4 times 9 is 36. Which is equal to 9 times 4. Alright, put my parentheses in here. So I've got 9 times 2 and 9 times 2. So yep, that's a 9 times 4. Oh, look at this one. Put our parentheses in there. Can we put this back together to get to 9? We can. And 2 stays the same. It's being multiplied and you add the partial products. That's correct. Put my parentheses back in here. This one can't be correct because if we add these 2 together, it's going to give us 5, not 4. Put our parentheses back in here. 4 stays the same, but then when you add the 2 2's, it doesn't give us 9, so that can't work either. Looking at extend your thinking. How can you use properties to find the products of 4 times 2, 4 times 6, and 4 times 0? So 4 times 2, we know it's the doubling property. Then 4 times 2, we double and double because 4 is double 2. And then 4 times 0, it's a property of 0. So make sure to write down here. When you get done with these, you're going to tear it out and you're going to staple it to your work plan. So tear it out. Pull it in an angle and slow. You're going to turn in page 171, 172, 173, 174 completely filled out because we've already done them, except you have to write down here by yourself. So staple them to your work plan for me to be able to take up.